As you are rushing all finally back in your own bodies, getting used to like the feelings of being back in one's body, you all notice as well that you feel a little bit more empowered, a little bit more bolstered. You have leveled up to level 9.
Oh!
I can wild shape into a flying thing.
Slow.
I could
Grenade
climb
grenade on the wall.
Explode a hole in the side of this archive to try and get out.
climb out, go,
And then
jump on my back, and we.
You dive off and as before with the lizards, these wings come out, these membranes extend, the fingers just horrifically elongate.
Very gargoyle.
As he's doing this, Naz is
the gargoyle spin plays.
in his greedy little self. He's gonna not sacrifice himself, but make things worse for himself. He's gonna look at things to make sure they're not cursed. He just wants to grab
anything. Make an investigation check.
Wow.
See
He would be stealing stuff.
15 plus 9.
He'd be taking stuff.
Okay,
You know,
I'll say with a 24, you're able to grab a couple of files of folders of papers nearby that are clearly not cursed. Yeah. There's a couple of like more shiny objects that might be looking, and you go, that one wanted to be picked up. You felt as you went for it with your 24. You're like. You just felt this like hunger for like, yeah, touch me. And you're like, no, not that one.
But that was the cultist saying
papers. It was the cultist saying that.
Yeah, touch it, grab it, stick it up my ass.
He's like Shelf Man somehow. He's in the file cabinet.
Yes, stock me.
I'm not making it weird. I'm making it.
And as you're the last one out, they're like, come on.
And as I'm the last one out, but books and folders and a few other scraps and shit in hand.
Going.
I know you said it died, but for flavor now I can explode my my copter.
Oh yeah.
As it's on its last leg, it comes back up the stairs.
They just like destroyed it so it wasn't working. They didn't like put it under one of those disposable bombs.
So now it comes up on its last legs, 1 HP left, and it's just hovering behind them. And I go, "See you later, boys." And as I jump on you and we fly off.
Awesome, epic.
I love blowing stuff up.
Except it's like very windy. There's wind here. There's wind inside.
Watch out!
See you later, boys.
It's one of those things from like an action movie where you're like, well, if you played that out in reality, how would they have heard that? There's no idea. I've seen that.
They just saw me go.
I've seen that a few times in like parody movies where they'll do that, like somebody fighting each other on a train. I can't believe you finally! I finally meet you! Yeah, blah blah blah. And then they'll cut to like the wide shot, and they're like, I can't. They're like 2 carriages away.
It's like at Braveheart when he's giving the speech. And anyone who's
Everybody
not
at the
like,
back been like, what did he say?
Who is that?
Hey, you stupid fucking cultists! Just wanted to let you know that this is the home of Port Naz Grimrash. Cannonball!
What did he say?
I have no idea. I can't hear him over the wind.
What did he say? Did anyone catch that?
Oh.
What's he saying?
All right, so you have escaped the Dark Spire. Congratulations. That was a very dangerous situation.
That was hairy as hell.
I think in the moment we see just back to like just the very top tower, which is Zane Shadow Soul, just Hamish's character, just standing at his glass windows because his floor is like 360 views, like he has glass window
you do get
walls.
him in the green screen.
Yay!
And he just is watching you go. You've made a powerful enemy this day.
It's kind of funny that he heard all that thunder and explosions and stuff. He's like,
The cultists still have it. They're well trained.
As we've seen in Epic NPC Man a few times, Zane Shadow Soul not the best.
so which one is this?
He's been in a few episodes. He's
the orb.
The orb
You'll
one.
never know my weakness. I'm invincible.
He was also in that one where we're all waiting for him to spawn.
Oh yeah.
And then all the adventures to try and get the last kill on him.
As well, yeah.
And I think he's in 1 or 2 others. I can't remember.
Maybe the one where I'm fighting him in the cutscene.
Yes, the dies in cutscene one.
Yeah.
I'll tell you as well now that
gets away in cutscene.
Now that you've left the tower, I'll tell you as well that you came close to entering floor 6, the cleansing room, because you're like, maybe that's where the control jar is. Floor 6 cleansing is where they break the minds of anybody who's a little bit too strong-willed to be a cultist. It is an entire floor that is dedicated to the 8th level spell Maddening Darkness, which is just gibbering.
I remember that spell. That spell sucks. It doesn't work.
When somebody casts an 8th level dispel magic on it, yes, it sucks. But yeah, it is gibbering mouths and noises and things and sounds and whispers that just like give you, I think, 8d8 psychic damage at the start of every turn. It's where they just kind of take people and throw them in. Instead. Yeah, you very nearly did.
My lizard brain.
You'd have taken a lot of psychic damage and just gotten broken, essentially. But you avoided that. Well done.
That's fine. Totally really fun.
And away you go, flying. So Rosamund turns into a Quetzalcoatlus. I had this one down in case you did so, because I was like, he can turn into a thing if he remembers. You can now that you're level 9, stay in wild shape for 4.5 hours before needing to cast it again, and you can do 3 times between rests.
Fully seek.
So you can stay as this flying creature for 13 plus hours at this point.
And I can burn spell slots to get more wild shapes too. So.
True. So I'll just keep going forever, indefinitely.
Forever. I'm just a Quetzalcoatl now.
I wonder if Quetzals can sleep while they're flying, like I think albatrosses can.
Yeah,
whereas like you can just take a short rest and then just get your wild ships back while you're in the air.
I guess if you just get high enough wings out, you just glide.
Yeah.
So the next section of my notes is called Where to Go. With no major destination in mind. You are in the Darklands now. This was your destination.
I mean, we've got a good view up here.
To find dragons.
Nice.
Put my arms around your neck and go, where are we going?
I'm not there. I don't know.
You're going,
and then telepathy from your friend to...
Where are we going?
Great question. Well,
one of the things you first notice is that it is much darker than you expect. You think probably
the Darklands, no.
Probably as dark as you expect, but much later in the day than you expect, because you woke up with Kevin and you had a little bit of breakfast and went through a teleport and ended here.
Sure.
And then you've worked your way up and it's been like an hour or so, and it should be relatively early morning, and it already feels like it's late evening. And you are suffering portal lag. You have teleported most of the way around the globe to the other side of the planet and to a completely different continent, and it is now nearing nighttime here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, you and I have established that Azrim's a sphere, so...
We need a rest.
Yeah, basically that's what I was going to say, is that I think we've got a good vantage point. We need to find somewhere that looks safe to set down so we can actually rest and recoup.
Do we see like caves or...
There's lots of caves. It's rocky in this particular area.
I guarantee caves in the Darklands. Super safe.
What about trees?
Yes, so in the Darklands, I can
Top of a
explain
very
again. Let's have a look. See, I'll just read you the Darklands general information. We've got that there's lots of different terrains, because it's an entire continent, obviously.
We look for an eyesight, like an information.
One of the tablets in the mall that tells you how to get to a store.
Here, the Darklands, generally speaking, a morbid, dark, twisted wasteland with cursed dark forests, vile bogs, barren fields, blighted plains,
Sort of vile bog.
tundra, and poisoned lakes and rivers, all teeming with roaming monsters and abominations.
Oh, cool.
The majority of it is survivable for a mid-level adventure, but it's not enjoyable. There are small pockets of reprieve, lands, forests and lakes that have fought back from the Dark Lord's influence, and mortal-made houses and such. Bastions, cities and things, if you can find them. But there are also, but some of them, those are also evil pockets of more evil races that have set up home here as well.
So what are we feeling, gang? Vile bog, cursed forest,
poisoned lake.
Yeah, well, that's all vile
Good, good city, like full of good people.
Yeah, definitely can find that.
Can we see one of those from our vantage point?
Just looking around, is that
goody Gumdropville.
Oh god, okay, we need to find a place to land and camp for the night. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, here we are, we're in the Darklands. Okay, so, I guess we're pretty high up, so I guess we look for one of these big letters that must be on the ground. There's a big T, a big H, a big E, a big D, a big A, a big R, a big K, a big L, A, N, D, S.
Yes, I I don't think you know how maps work.
Well, no, look, it's showing that there's all these big fucking ladders on the ground.
That's just the writing of where we are. That's not actually on the map.
Well, why would they put it on the map if it's not on the ground?
I just got with that description, I just got like the evil version of Bob's family home. That's the what was it? The mountain forest.
Mountain Beach Batch House.
Mountain Beach Forest Batch Lake House.
Vile
like all of that, just
shack.
like really horrible evil versions of it all.
Vile bog shack.
Yeah. Oh.
It's the guy from the tower.
You guys gotta
Too far away, you can't hear her.
I was going to say instead of Bob, it was Rob, and I was like, you're called Rob.
Can we see any structures from where we are?
Nope.
For
as far as you can see, even with the height that you're at, you can see probably like 100 kilometers in all directions. You can see the big old landmark from behind you, and that's about it.
Well, I mean, in a barren wasteland, let's think about it. Would animals be chilling in a barren space where there's nothing to eat, drink, or hide up there? So maybe the barren thing is a good place to be.
So maybe we can just look for something that seems like it'll give us some kind of shelter from the elements.
A rocky outcrop.
Rocky outcrop or a cave or something.
In this particular area, I wouldn't say it's the dark forests, vile bogs, barren field. It's mainly the rocky, not tundra, the rocky sort of mesa plains kind of terrain. It's
almost
just
like a desert kind of.
Yeah, like a
outside Mount Doom.
Desert savanna at best, like sparse kind of really hardy plants that can grow.
All right, we got berries.
Gorse and things. So you start to lower down just to look for something. Eventually you touch down. I'll have each of you make a survival check just as you're flying in to see if you can point out any particular areas.
Not good.
12.
Real good. 9.
13.
7.
Cool. Not great. Not great among any of you because probably just that's the dice telling the story of like there's just all around here.
Yeah,
like as Britt alludes, like it's kind of going to work in your favour that there's not going to be a teeming ecosystem of monsters eating other monsters because there's not much around here. But as you touch down to try and find something, you find the nearest like big old rock to at least put your backs to. You start to feel the land itself. Now that you get closer to it and actually put your feet on the land, you start to feel that the land itself just has this corrupting nature that has been because of the Dark Lords. And I'm going to introduce a new system slightly. It's a system of mechanics that I've semi-borrowed and fixed from don't worry, I handle all of the rolls for it. It is a new system that I've semi-borrowed from Call of Cthulhu, which is a system that's about like dealing with aberrant abominations of the eldritch horrors of the incomprehensible beyond and all that. So each of you is going to start with a composure score. That is how well put together you think you are, how mentally stable is your character.
I mean, after all being in each other's bodies?
Out of 100, what do you think you start at? I'll allow you to choose. You're going to be somewhere in above 80, but less than 100.
80.
You think you'd be down at the 80 mark?
Yeah, the lowest is possible.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I would have put you about the same.
Is a pretty composed person. So
I reckon that as well for Naz.
That shit's been a bit crazy, but I'd still give him probably a 93.
Yeah, I put you around there as well. In my estimations, what do you think for Rasmon?
Ransmore hates his fucking pen, I tell you what. Bro.
Nobody else is having a
I know. It's just
Maybe you
like.
pressed too hard.
I think it's user error, yeah.
I don't know what's
This
happening.
is a skill issue, bro.
Have this one and
Should
I'll
we
take
take
that
this
one.
away now that
And
we're-
we'll
Oh, yeah,
see if
thank
it's
you.
just a you problem.
Bye-bye, Skelly Tower.
Thank you again
Let's get
to
it to
Louis
you.
for
Oh,
sending this in.
What are you
We
talking
got a
about?
lot of
It's better than
enjoyment
my
out of
one.
it.
We did.
I think it's user error.
When it works, oh mate, thick black lines, it's great. And then every so often it just fucks out on an R and goes, nah.
No R's for you, mate.
What's this for again? What did you see the name of it?
A composure.
Composure.
Composure score. So how well put together, how mentally stable do you think you are as a base right now?
Yeah, I think Rasmorn's pretty, like he's, they just went through quite a lot. And he like jumped bodies and stuff, but he's
3 times.
relatively used to that.
Did you go into all of our bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah, at one point, yeah. But so what was it, between 80 and 100, did you say?
Yeah, you're going to be somewhere between 80 and 100.
I reckon like
100 for the most put together.
90?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I figured about the same. You're all in line with what I was thinking for you at this point, so don't fuck it up.
I think I'm also close to 80. Maybe not cursed 80, but I think she's, this is maybe the most scary shit she's ever been in, and
I
she's
put it down
close
on
to
that
crying.
orientation for a reason.
Yeah. 81, 82.
Okay, that's less than I would have thought for you, but sure.
Really?
That's up to you.
Composure.
I can see that. You've been pretty scared this entire time.
She's a 17-year-old. She's just been in the scariest thing she's ever been in her life.
It's a pretty sheltered life.
I think I'd agree with 82, 83.
It's 83.
How the
83.
sand magically changes color here. What's that about?
Let's investigate that.
It's about me putting down the one that's meant to go there, and I was like, I don't want them to have access to water. Okay, so you have slammed down into a maddening wastelands of the Darklands. You have chosen where you think your character is currently at, composure-wise. When something maddening occurs, that could be encountering aberrant horrors from the beyond, seeing some sort of non-Euclidean space, as happens here sometimes, being exposed to curses, or spending too much time just in this land in the first place. You'll roll what's known as a composure roll. That is a percentile roll, and you want to roll above your current composure.
Above?
Sorry, if you roll over it... No, sorry, you want to roll below your current composure.
Okay. Oh, God.
Either way, you will lose some composure points. So even if you roll below it, if you succeed the save, you roll below it, you'll lose 1d4 composure points. Cool. If you roll above it, you roll 1d8, you lose 1d8 plus 1 composure points. Whenever you fail your composure roll, I can momentarily dictate what your next actions are, as your fear just takes hold of a body. And if you lose 6 or more composure points from a single roll, you suffer a major emotional trauma, and extra stuff can happen as well.
Is there any way to gain composure back?
Get out of the Darklands.
Great. So no.
Get out of the Darklands or get out of the specific area. There is a reason for the composure stuff that you don't know yet in game, so I'm not telling you.
That doesn't help us, Rob.
Yeah.
Just
we're not supposed to win.
I go
about telling stories.
I go escape.
I'm in this to win.
Settings, tutorial hints, composure.
Composure. You will often lose composure when exploring the Darklands section of the game. It's a mechanic that's only employed when you're in the Darklands.
And anything
or
more
in the Shadow Plane.
There's not enough information here.
Wikipedia.
There must be more to composure.
I got to read it.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm losing my composure.
Yeah.
What's composure?
That's a good question. Let me find out.
It's
Let's see.
what is this? What is happening? Am I hallucinating? What? Oh, I'm hallucinating. Okay.
We've just launched the Kickstarter for our very first card game, NPC Rivals. So hit the link in the description or head to npcrivals.com to secure your copy. There are multiple tiers with special editions and exclusive goodies, and every pledge helps to unlock stretch goals that add even more awesome content to the game. So go check it out at npcrivals.com and get yourself the game.
The Reddit threads are like...
Reddit threads from 4 years ago, people going like, who knows about the composure score? Yeah, I'm also looking for the composure score.
Yeah,
someone update it when they find out about composure.
It's like stuff that's...
update me.
There's stuff that you're like, oh, okay, you read it, you're like, oh, I get it now. And then you go into the game, you're like, this isn't applicable. And you're like, what edition? This is a different edition of the game. They've updated it since then.
And Rob's homebrewed this.
Yeah. You're playing a mod from my own version of the game, sorry. So you've touched down, you're going to start to feel some of these effects happening over time, but what is your intent at first? You sure have things to talk about. For one thing, you have been inside of everyone's body and know that Talia is being affected by something that she has been very quiet about until recently.
I think she's heavy breathing right now as they land. She's deeply affected at the moment by being on that curse level and recognizing that there's a connection there. So that's the first time she's had any leads, I think, about what's happened to her.
Yeah. You now feel definitively that the stone is directly connected to one of the Dark Lords specifically. He's held them.
Not great.
Right, so we've just landed, and I guess we just take a moment and go, oh. I hand out good berries.
Nice. So we made it. Right, let's start finding dragon bits.
Jeez, can we fucking...
What, the whole point was to get her and find dragon bits. Yeah. We gotta get eggs, we gotta get bones, we gotta get teeth, we gotta get horns.
I need to sleep.
Can we just take one moment? That was a lot. Because it's getting dark, right?
Yeah, it's nighttime.
So like maybe we don't go hunting for dragons right now. Maybe we make camp, make safe, rest. I've wild shaped several times. I've been inside each and every one of you.
Hey.
That came out wrong.
That's not the only thing that came out.
That also came out wrong. So I just suggest we make safe, check the immediate vicinity, double check that we're not surrounded by fucking monsters or something.
Okay, fine. Let's make camp.
And then we
Someone set my tent up.
I'm not going to keep doing this for you now.
You're a tinkerer. You're an artificer. If anyone should be setting up the tents, it's fucking you.
You should know how to put
some sort of
tent pegs together.
Hey, that's a really good idea.
There it is. You're welcome.
Ned just starts working on something.
He spends way longer tinkering up a thing that can put his tent up than he would just putting his tent up.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
No, what he's making is just a little thing. It's like one of those throw-out tents. They go. Except obviously way better than the throw-out tents, which are actually fucking useless.
Okay, I will say, is it just a single you-person tent, or is it like enough for 2 people, 4 people?
Let's say it's enough for 4 people.
Okay, this is going to take give me a tinkering check, and then I'll tell you how much it's going to take based on how good your tinkering is.
Just so you know, I won't be sleeping in your tent.
It's enough for 3 people.
Talia doesn't really sleep indoors either.
It's enough for 2 people.
She's going to sleep on a rock.
I've got my cape around me, shivering. Like.
It's enough for 1 person. It's enough for 2 people. 17 plus what I said before, 14.
Oh, a lot, yes. So yeah, it's only going to cost you 1 scrap because you rolled so well on tinkering. You managed to make it very efficient. You take 1 scrap and you create like a 2-person tent essentially that you throw out and. Like with all of your hastily tinkered things, it will be enough for 1 use. So tomorrow morning it will disintegrate, essentially.
I remember how to make it, though.
Yeah, you do, yes. So the 2 of you have a tent to use. You don't, but...
Yeah, I like to sleep out under the stars.
Yeah. Sorry, not plus... I need to remember it's plus 13, not for plus 14.
Cool.
And I just make a campfire, lay out my little... very simple bedroll.
Easily enough done, no survival check needed or anything. You have a tinderbox. There's not a lot of like firewood around here, but you've got some druid craft that you can create something that you can burn at least.
Hey Raz, do you want to have a bit, go into one of your wild shapes and have a bit of a scout around, make sure we're safe?
Not a bad idea.
Maybe a bird again and...
Yeah. All right, I do that. I just it's my last wild shape for the day, but that's all good because we're about to rest. So I wild shape into the...
Where are we?
Yes, definitely.
You look up to the Darklands clouds and Mufasa style is just a smiling face in the clouds.
Ben, I am your DM.
I am your DM.
Okay, I will go have a look around.
No, Raz. I was thinking maybe you like turn into your pterodactyl thing and go up and like scout around.
Oh, I mean, I can only do it once more per day, but...
Oh, that's a good point. If you can only do it once
fine.
more.
We're about to camp.
That's a good point. That's a good point. We're about to go to sleep. You'll get your wild shapes back.
It's nothing.
Use the resources.
We've gone into the elephant graveyard where we shouldn't.
Yeah.
We literally.
Yeah. But yes, I do that because I don't see this bullshit in my vision. And so I go, woof, and I just fly up and around and I check.
Check as Quetzal then?
Yeah. And it's not like I'm not flying kilometers away, I'm just checking the kind of several hundred meters around us.
Give me a perception check with, do they have dark vision?
I mean, I have dark vision.
Oh, and you get to keep your senses when you're in other animals, don't you? I think you do, yes. So yeah, no disadvantage, just...
3.
No disadvantage except for being you.
Except for being me, which is a permanent disadvantage. 3 plus 9, so 12.
Very good perception, at least. Cool, let's see if you see anything. Just check its stealth modifier.
It's...
Oh, great.
Okay.
What did you say, 12, was it? There doesn't seem to be anything around.
No, guys, I fly back down and like, we're totally sweet. There's nothing around. It's all good.
Okay, what did you see?
Nothing, it's fine.
What did you do when you were up there?
I flew up and then came down.
And you looked around, right?
Yeah, I flew up, Came down.
But like flew away and flew back because it didn't look like it.
No, I went up and then down.
Talia climbs something quite tall, maybe one of those ribs, and looks around.
Feeling like the scout's done a bad job.
Yeah.
I just went, nah, sweet.
In her like sort of altered state of
Right,
mind,
I think you should do a better job.
She feels like she needs to make sure that she has a vantage point because she's very
Makes
much
sense.
a spy / investigator /
The
You're like Batman, you just perch on something for the night.
yeah.
The thing I said before we started this whole campaign about the thing changing, by the way, it's started now.
Oh, cool.
So you climb up stuff, make a perception check. Do you have a do you have dark vision? I think you do as a yes, you do as Hexblood.
Okay.
Just means you don't have disadvantage because it's getting dark.
11.
11 total perception. Yeah, it looks safe in this area.
Sick.
Looks like a perfectly safe place.
We're
to...
doing well. It's all good.
See? Totally fine.
I really don't trust you two. Like, I feel like for our looking aroundedness, if we were to like roll dice to like score how well we did on looking around, you guys would have rolled really poorly.
Naz, knowing his workers are incompetent, makes a little. He
send up a drone or something.
Yeah, that's exactly
set up some traps.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get out. I need to come up with a name for it. Poppy. Let's call it Poppy for now, because it pops in words and makes another one of Poppy and tinkers with it a little bit, so it's got a camera on it and a little screen on my controller.
I think it does come with a. No, actually, it doesn't come with stats, does it? I think it doesn't have stats of its own. It's got HP and AC.
It's got AC is AC and HP.
But it doesn't have like perception score.
Let me quickly check, but I don't think so.
So it doesn't have a perception score, but if you wanted to tinker it up,
if forced to make any ability or saving throw, I would take it as 0.
Okay.
So 10.
So yeah. So yeah, it's got a 10, a flat 10. So you can roll a perception score for it with a +0 on the perception, or you can tinker with it, spend a scrap, and put like a camera on and use your perception.
My perception's terrible, so someone else is just going to have to be standing over my shoulder, also looking at the screen.
Okay, so you mark off one more scrap because you are tinkering with it. I won't make you make a tinker check for it. You
I
tinker
have
up.
good perception, so I will
look over my shoulder.
Come back down.
Okay. I've tinkered up Poppy to go up and have a look. That's.
I mean, you just
a little
set
screen
you up to have a look. Doesn't he trust you to have done a good job?
Okay.
Well, I noticed, Raz, that you just went straight up and then came back down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send this around.
I'm fucking tired.
And I send it off. Make a perception check, man.
Perception check, yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm looking at the screen too.
Yeah.
Nat 20, baby.
Yay! Go.
Plus 9, so 29.
Like,
Oh.
And so I fly out and around.
Wait, go back. What
Yeah,
is this?
whoa,
Take it back a bit. What is this?
I was like, they were like, we should go check. I'm like, swimming. No, I think it's fine.
So you're.
I'm like, nah, that's not good
Gonna
enough.
be more thorough.
So you are here in between these three things, and Talia's up on this rock, let's say. You've sent it off, it was flying around, you're like, something over here kind of caught your eye, you got it to turn around and look, it gets a little closer. And then as this, what looked to be just a big old boulder, seems to twitch at the sound of the... It seems to twitch and to turn around. You see this massive eyeball open up in it, and then these like what looked to be like striations in the rock sort of unfold from it into eye stalks above it as a beholder turns towards it. And one of the eye stalk things looks at the drone and sends off a disintegrate ray at the drone. Is it an attack roll or is it a dex save for it?
We just be fighting stuff these days.
I need a dexterity saving throw for Poppy, please. I think it
should have just
treat it as a 10.
down and just treat it quiet.
I just been like
17?
Talk really quiet.
17. 17 is a success. So on a failure, you take damage. On a failure or success, if the target is a creature, it disintegrates into dust. No, it's not. How does it take half? Let's see. On a success, half damage. from a beholder's. I don't know if that's because it's a 5.5 thing that they've changed or whatever, but or whether it's because it's or whether it's because it's a disintegration ray from a beholder and not the disintegrate spell.
Okay.
It's either one of those has changed it, obviously. But yes, on a success, it takes half damage, which is going to be half of 8d8 damage. I'll just roll for that on my app, so it's not going to take me forever.
8d8. 35 health, so it's not looking good.
8d8, it's going to be 31, but it's made it save, so half of that rounds to 15 points of damage to it. And you realise, there's something there that's like, oh shit, it takes out the camera.
Oh, he's got way more, he's 45 hit points now.
Yeah, because it's 5 times your level.
Yeah.
So that is not enough to destroy the little drone yet, but it's got that thing's attention now, and the last thing it sees before the camera's taken out by the disintegration is that the rock that was kind of like a sleeping beholder just kind of turns and starts to meander in the direction of the.
I say we don't engage.
The drone.
Don't worry, I got a plan. I make a bunch more of those little monkeys.
Those are gonna go off, and everything's gonna hear it, and they're all gonna come and attack us.
Sits in the corner against the rock with arms around legs, and just quietly, not weeping, but kind of like.
Talia's gonna bring over. I think she goes to give her a flask, and then she's like, "Wait, you're 17."
I've lost my journal.
If you haven't yet, go over to Kickstarter and check out our new card game, NPC Rivals. Click the button on screen to pledge for your copy of the game.
NPCRivals.com.